there everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War with the Pirate Uberalis mod. Last time around we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger as we were ready to strike the Polish, and today we shall. I've already laid the siege with Charles, and this will most likely be the main battle. What I did though was I waited a few turns, 2 or so that they actually did build the fortification. Now, building the fortification, of course, means it's more difficult for me to take it, because it's a stone fortification. However, a stone fortification is very expensive. It costs close to 20,000. It probably cost 20,000 for them. That's a lot of money. And so, by attacking, I would forego an investment into the settlement for 20,000. It also brings a lot of advantages. Now, 1% for military technology, not that great, but minus upkeep, also not that great, but there are a number of these. One of the biggest one is actually population growth, which increases by 1%. So 1% for wooden fort, and then it goes up to 2% increase for the stone fort, and also reduced food shortages. And that's pretty good, because if you look at a regular settlement, you see the growth here right now is 0.6. So it gives 0.8 due to the agriculture that I'm building out, and then just a bit of the subsistence, 0.3. Adding a whole as 1% to all of this would make go from 0.6 to 1.6. That's a big increase. And 2%, now we're talking about an actual decent increase. So I've actually started to build a load of forts. I decided to start building forts in Finland, and all the places that I can build a wooden fort, I've started building them, because I realized that, adding 1%, Finland is one that, they don't have any agricultural buildings at all in Finland. So that really needs, if it's gonna grow, and you're gonna get that port city, and you're gonna get this extra up here, the village up here. If you're gonna get these two, it's gonna take a long time. You could either exempt them from tax, which works, but adding 1% to here, that's a big boost to Finland. We got another priest coming in, another pastor. I guess we could. I think we work on this one, so we move him here. So we bring all 3 here, and then all 3 will then be could potentially be moved to the next target, which would be St. Petersburg, and then we'll hit Moscow. Moscow, I think, will have to go ahead and murder the priest to make a real good, quick impact on this province, to get rid of the unhappiness due to the fact that they're of a different religion, and then Ukraine follows, and other areas. This 9. Why is this so much higher? It's because Catholics, they're even angrier for some reason. I don't know. Because there's a little bit of Catholics in these 2 provinces, they're actually higher. Or is there, could it be the big religious buildings that are situated in Russia that could be affecting that? Anyways, enough talking about that. What we want to talk about now is the sieges. So this is really the important one, so we'll have that one for last, and we'll bring in. What I could actually do is I could finish this really quickly, and then I could bring all the demi-cannons to be part of this siege, which should make it a lot easier to break through the walls. But first we need to win the battle here, against the Polish force that's standing outside. 800 men! I didn't realize there was that few. There's no point in even fighting it then. Well, out to resolve. We ended up losing 300 men. They lost 500, leaving them with about 300 men. I mean, there's no discernible, no important statistics to be found there. Unfortunately, I was hoping this would go a little bit easier. Clearly it didn't, so they've got some... looks like this would be pike. Yes, Polish pike. Oh no, it's peasants with scythes. That's not pike. And then we have loads of different garrison regiments, unfortunately. I was hoping they'd surrender, but of course it is the capital, so they wouldn't. Blast. Then it's going to be a lot more difficult, but I figure we'll be able to blast these and hopefully be able to send on the guns to aid the king in his siege. With that said, we've got 4,800 men against 4,400 defenders. If we want to crack this egg, we better start now. The walls are breached, and we've started our attack. They've sallied forth with two enemy units. There are 2 units coming out here. It's 2 of the huge 600 men units. So I'm gonna need to get my grenadiers going here really quickly to try and blow these guys up. Oh, they're charging. My grenadiers are on the way into the flank. This is not gonna go well. The oh, they're all focusing in on one unit though. That actually could help me. Right, grenadiers. Unfortunately, this royal unit might get completely eviscerated in the process here as I move the grenadiers in. Hopefully they can hold out for a bit. Now, luckily for me, it looks like the enemy has put one of their units in the back. So if I hit the unit in the back with grenades, I might be able to blow them sky high without completely having my Royal Guard unit completely eviscerated. It quickly got really bad, of course. We did blow up a whole load of them. Right, grenadiers to the back. Here comes the second round of grenades. That was not the Iron Brigade though, so I guess that was lucky for them. Let's see if we can move the Iron Brigade forward and see about getting our troops around here. Let's see about opening some more holes in the wall. I think I might be able to shoot through there. Since I'm looking to add a second siege to this battle, I'm gonna go... I'm obviously not gonna try and kill all of them, because we'll literally have to kill all of them to get through all of this, which would just take too long. So what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna lock as many of them in combat as possible or blow them up with grenades. And once that's done, the question is here, it could be dangerous to throw grenades and blow up part of my own unit, but I think I'm gonna have to risk it. I'm not sure they did throw anything. Oh yeah, they did. And I did blow up a load of my own. Charging in with the grenadiers, we hit these guys with a round of grenades. Gonna hit them with one more. At least this unit gets overrun. Right, the enemy is wavering. Right, get rid of them. We're gonna have to hit as many places as possible. At least a big unit. There's one more big guard unit left. We're gonna need to try and hit as many areas as possible. I'm gonna get these three guys over to this side. We're gonna see about climbing there. And then grenadiers and all these guys gonna get up to this side. Because as I'm gonna try and go through the opening here, I can come in with grenades on this side. And I think that will work pretty well. And then these two, they're currently shooting at the guys on the wall, which is pointless. So it's better than to march up like this. This one has, there's no point in trying to climb here. I can't even climb there. Right, so we do have some units situating here. Iron Brigade to the front, and then the Helsinki Regiment over there with the two grenadiers in the back, and then we're gonna see where the grenadiers will strike. Order all these three to hold fire. And then we're gonna charge them in. See about capturing the flag at the same time as we're... Oh! We have the armed citizenry charging out. Let's see if we can't hit them with grenades. Once again, it's kind of dangerous, but I think since it's a large unit spread out like this, if I get the grenadiers far away from the actual enemy unit, then they won't have the range to throw where my unit is, and we will hopefully shock the enemy by throwing all of this. Hopefully this will work. Hopefully actually blowing up a load of them there. Here comes another unit. Sea wolves. Yeah, look at that. They are reeling from that. We've got garrison infantry coming out. Let's see if we can't move again. Set up 2 units of grenadiers to hit these guys with grenades. Oh, there's more units coming out now through the wall, which leaves these 3 units ready to charge in. Okay, here the bastards are coming out. Garrison regiment. Ah, crap. God damn it. The grenadiers are about to get swarmed. See about getting them out and regrouping that. The Iron Brigade is holding on. Sea Wolves, I don't know what they thought they were doing. Fine. Get out. And then prepare to set up to throw grenades over here. And now these 3 regiments are making their way in. Oh, what happened here? Are the enemy throwing grenades? Or have they just been shooting like that? I didn't realize they opened that big of a hole. Right, Freedom Regiment Get them into position. These guys just fired right in. Oh, god damn it, no, their attack. God damn it. The Grenadiers, I mean, they're a good melee unit. Could be that they are able to win that fight. Let's overrun this unit so that we can aid the Iron Brigade, because that is getting hit really hard. Oh, we just broke down the stairs there, that's great. Oh yeah, and you note here that I have actually gotten the square formation at this point, because I bought it from the French. Right, we are forcing these guys away. Let's continue through and save the Iron Brigade before that is overrun. The Grenadiers, unfortunately, overwhelmed there just by sheer numbers. However, I am capturing the center point here. They keep blowing holes straight through this regiment. Second Grenadier unit is about to go as well. Once that goes, the Helsinki group will go as well. But right now, this side is really all about just holding out, waiting for the center to be captured by the units here inside. Maybe it would have been better not to fire on these, because angering 500 men to now make their way towards the center. Let's move this unit further forward, so to block. There's no point in you situating like this, so move like that. Okay, now second Grenadier unit Lindström is going and the Helsinki regiment is going, so now it's Iron Brigade and an enlisted unit up here holding on. Let's see. This unit's holding surprisingly well against the overwhelming amount of guards that are attacking them. However, there's like 14 seconds left. They won't be able to chase these two units down. The last moment here, I'm ordering in the Iron Brigade to charge the 7th regiment of the enemy force, and there we go. We have now successfully raised our flag in the center of the courtyard, and these guys are about to get a nice flank fire. And with that, seeing as though most of the enemy's army is either dead or outside the fort, I can claim victory. Here's the result of the battle. We deployed about equal troops. We only had an advantage of 400 men, and they had a fort. 4,800 men on my side with 4,400 on the enemy. We ended up losing 1,200 men, while the entire force of the defenders was either rendered immobile or otherwise. When it comes down to who killed what, we have actually had an enlisted regiment that killed the most at 510. Now, I do think that these numbers are a little bit skewed, since since everyone in the battle is counted as a casualty and then randomly handed out to all the regiments. I'm not, or what enlisted regiment would have killed this many? I'm not entirely sure. Grenadiers, though, Grenadier Guards, I can definitely see that they killed 433 or 411 for the 2 Grenadier companies. I can definitely see that. And then one of the Lifeguard units gaining a total of 300. I'm thinking this is the Iron Brigade. Lost 100. Actually, this could be the Iron Brigade. I'm not entirely sure. We'll know soon enough. We just captured Warsaw, Poland. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and take a look here. The first guard is... oh yeah, it was then the Iron Brigade. They got 3 chevrons, and they were the ones who ended up in 4th place. Not entirely sure what the bloody enlisted unit that got so many points, but that is in there somewhere as well. We've got a slight straggler of Polish troops. I'm gonna stay in town, though. What we are going to do is I'm gonna take all the guns, the 2 guard units, and the 2 grenadiers, and they're gonna start heading down to join the king in the 2nd siege. And with that, we'll finalize the defeat of the Polish nation. They will be all gone. Very unfortunate for the Poles. I do note there's seemingly... Oh, the French has pushed... I was wondering why these areas were burning. There's a French general, Nicolas Catina. Doesn't sound very French. He has pushed this far into the Austrian territory and is setting fire to inns and mines. Huh. Interesting. The Austrians, while I thought the Austrians were doing well because they seemingly had been able to seize Strasbourg, perhaps that's not the case, although the entire place is burning, so who knows. Germany is on fire like it's the 30 Years' War. With that, let's go ahead and end turn so I can start the 2nd siege. I usually end off every turn by saying, let's see what the enemy does. In this case, Poland cannot do very much. They have 3 broken down units, and it's not like the Austrians are going to put up much to aid them, seeing as though the French are already at their capital. There was an invasion, though. The Polish burning down their own town on the way out. This town of... it doesn't have a name. So it's, I guess, is this... I wonder what? Is a modded in town that they just forgot to name, or do they... Or is it part of the mod that they rename villages? Because this one's called nothing. Weaver's house. Agent hired. Another saboteur. I would like some gentlemen to do some research for me. There's a big swath of land here where we can't see anything. What I guess we'll send this guy to take a look at Crimea. Technological advance. Spinning Jenny. What does Spinning Jenny do? Generated by 1% wealth gained by industrial building, and bonus to town wealth from textile industry 12%, which is more in line with a useful amount. Right, let's go ahead and bring this in. So let's take these cannons, not needed, and then bring these guys in. We don't need the cavalry for this, so we can take them out. And we can bring these guys in. Apparently I didn't get all the guns in. Wait, I can have all the guns now. Almost all the guns. You have to take something out. Some small unit, not the grenadiers. This foot guard is only 90 men. Rather have a cannon then. Right. Oh, that it doesn't bring in all the 20 units. I can't transfer all the units. Okay, well, I guess the best thing then is to transfer the cannons. And then have the others come in as reinforcements. Or can I do a small, or can I do this if I take 3 units? Yeah, that worked. Okay. Well, then I can have everyone in. Can I not? Everyone except 1 unit. 1 unit has to stay outside. Right, there we go. Everything's there. I'm gonna have to repair this. See about perhaps throwing these out. This unit's gonna die when the war comes to its end. Actually building up quite the force here. And here as well. There's gonna be a lot of reorganizing after the Polish are gone. Let's go ahead and start the siege though, to get this over with. The final holdout for the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, as Sweden strikes with a force close to 6,000 men and a whole array of guns against this fort with 5,000 men. If they're clever, they'll use their cavalry to good use. I doubt it though. So with that note, let's go ahead and storm another fortress. It's lagging like crazy because there's so many units on the field. But if I get closer like this, it works sort of fine. We've got what the hell, Grenadier Mercenaries, that's not great. And I also don't like that this enlisted foot has decided to charge in to cavalry. Oh no, I heard grenades. There goes my pikes. Luckily they decided to charge in afterwards. The enemy sent forth all their bloody cavalry. And I decided to keep my cavalry in reserve. God damn it. Do you form square perhaps? Maybe that helps. I've ordered my guns to fire towards the gate. It's a little bit annoying. I think part of why it's lagging so bad was that the enemy, because they had so much cavalry, they had stacked every cavalry unit on top of each other right there. Hopefully this clears out as more and more enemy units are defeated. Then the thing is, the squares, the pike squares, broke like immediately. Also a little bit weird that you can form into square even after the enemy has attacked the square. But I guess that works as well. My idea was to move up after I opened up the holes and then have a mix of pikes and units, and we would shoot them as they would come out of the fort. I notice now that I've targeted this area with my cannons, while most of the enemy units are actually here. Maybe I can get a grenadier unit up there to throw grenades, but right now it's not going too well. Also make sure that units are set to fire at will. Oh, there. Got some FPS back. Got some additional units that need to be marched forward. And some units that have rallied, Finnish pikes. That one pike unit that took grenades, that did not go well. Oh, here comes another one of these Polish chargers. Right now the cannons are starting to fire into this mess. This siege turned out to be very messy. Oh, well, this unit actually faltered in their charge, which is great. I still have 2 units which are continuously routing, which is the Swedish Pride, which got attacked here by multiple cavalry units. Okay, we do have a possibility here. We got Lindström. His grenadiers always seem to end up in the good spot, while the Slavic grenadiers are always ended up in the wrong place. Alright, let's see if you are able to... Wow! It's surprisingly, that worked really well for being Empire. Throw one on those, and then throw one on the other. Oh, and this one's now routing, and it's routing through the second one, so it will be hit twice by the grenades. And then plus all the cannon fire that's coming in there. Damn, Lindström gets all the good hits. Right, retreat back. Let's see if we can't clear off all the enemy troops out here. And then open up. Hopefully this is not showcasing what's to come in terms of larger battles. I'm hoping this is all due to the fort that is causing all this mayhem for me. And the fact that it's lagging so bad. Maybe I should have ordered away all my cavalry. I'd set them out here, thinking that would work quite well. Clearly that was not the case. Let's see, Cossack, registered Cossack Dragoon. Hopefully forced away soon. Maybe I should send the cavalry unit just to chase these guys down so that they don't come back. You can drop the square. Oh, we have another charge, a bunch of troops out. Let's see if the Slavic Freedom Regiment is going to be able to move in. Alright, move forward. We can have both grenadiers come in and hit this. And then I want 2 regiments to go fill the gap here. Oh, they are actually rallying. We'll have 2 units like that, and then... God damn it. And then 1 over here. Once again, Lindström finds himself in the best location as he's about to run up and hit these guys. Not entirely sure where. I will try and get... well, now he actually took quite the hit there. And as they turn, they're actually going to present themselves
for the second grenadier unit. SCV retreat. And then you should open fire. That looks like that would be a pretty good hit. And it was. Even forced the regiment back. Oh, the cavalry's charging out. Let's see, Lindström can throw some grenades there. And let's see if we can't figure out somewhere we can throw into this mess. Or perhaps just overwhelm with bayonets. Okay, we kind of blew up our own, and now we're getting attacked from the back. Let's get the pikes over there. Constantly shooting on that. They're coming out strong out of this opening. If I could get the cannons just to focus in on this area somewhere. Preferably on the ground, just focusing right into the opening. You should probably fall back a little bit because the entire area blew up. Charge them, get rid of them. Form into pike wall. And then once they're in pike wall, we'll see about retreating them. I do have some units to call upon. Let's see, it looked like they were about to send in the second round of cannon shot here. And if they could lower the pike wall, there we go. That would be great. See about recalling these troops. And perhaps get some troops to flank. No, I've got Lindström, of course, ready to throw grenades into this mess. If he's able to get around and get to a really good position here. Right, trying to work his way through. I think this unit is something that we could hit without blowing up too many of my own men. And it could potentially then also completely reduce this unit to the point that they are forced to retreat. Okay, it's a little bit too spread out, but they're wavering. So he charges in. Could potentially end that. Right, the enemy unit there was destroyed. We'll move up on the flank here. There's something still that is causing this massive lag. And Lindström just ended those guys. However, at this point they're down to 60 men. And the cannons should stop their firing. If I move him to the very extreme range of his grenades, then I think I could throw in the backs of the troops here that are fighting on the pike wall without hitting the pikes. Okay, let's just organize this into some kind of line. Perfect. And join in the charge, and then these two regiments will be ordered in to charge. I mean, most of the enemy army has retreated, so I don't know why it's still like lagging. so bad, or why I'm getting this FPS drop. There is the general and 1 unit of sea wolves that is left. There he is. Oh, he's even got... It looks like that's a specially modded in face, I think. Similar to what Charles has. Right, let's take stock in what we actually have left out here. And then figure out what we're going to do with the enemy inside. Got plenty enough guns. I wonder if any of them are able to fire in through. Well, since it's a cavalry unit, pike should be quite good to use, right? Or so you would think. We'll have the pike units come in through this opening. And then we'll have the elite guards coming in through here. The ones that still has some sizable amount of troops in them. And then of course it'd be good to have the 2 grenadiers potentially joining in with this attack. We are now storming the castle. I waited until the pikemen were fresh in terms of their fatigue, and they're about to line up. These guys have been firing pistol at us. However, they did barely any damage, and Izzy's farts are now taking control of the armory, being able to level shot out of that. And I'm gonna order MacRob's brigade to open up fire on the enemy's general and absolutely devastate those guys. And then the pikes are stuck here. Soon enough, they'll be ready to go. The sea wolves, only the first line of the unit is firing, so it's not like they're causing massive amount of casualties on the pikes. I think what I'll do is I'll order the pikes forward like this, and then once you order them into pike wall, they actually move forward a little bit as they gain ground. Or at least so I think. These guys have point blank range onto the pikemen. Come on, I ordered you to form pike. Oh, just in front of them. Alright, that didn't work. Let's end this already. Took me long enough to order them in. And the enemy general soon enough to fall with his bodyguard. And then that's that. At least for this time around, for the Polish-Lithuanian nation.
Here's the result of the battle. We deployed a total of 6,000 men against 5,000 enemies. Perhaps that's why we had FPS drop. I ended up losing 2,000 men. It was very messy, and it's hard enough as it is to control the troops in Empire. Having that kind of a lag affecting you as well, not good. The entire Polish force was lost in the process. Looks like I inflicted quite a few casualties on my own. I lost almost 2,000 men, while the enemy killed close to 1,650 actually. So that would be 350 close to that I killed of my own men. Highest kills goes to random regiment, unsuspected here, Västgöta Dal. Managed to kill the most. 760 out of nowhere. Then I'm guessing this must be Lindström. They managed to get 369. 69. Pikemen, and then the second grenadier over here managed to get 202, and so forth as you go through. Even demi-cannons. Everyone gained the chevron from this battle, so at least everyone has 1 point of experience after this, which is good. And with that, we've taken Poland's last territory, and we've seized western Ukraine. And it's now all under my command, which gives me a huge swath of land out here in the east. And that conquers completely one of the original enemies that we were supposed to take out. What remains is Russia out in the middle of nowhere, which it's a little bit annoying, but I guess we're gonna have to go way out in Siberia at some point. They're basically defeated though. The enemy that remains is the Austrians. And my idea is to take Western Prussia, and that's about it. I don't think I'll have any interest in holding any more territory in here in Europe. Oh, these territories are making... So, they're making no money whatsoever. Saxony is an original enemy. Saxony needs to go. What I could do is I could perhaps take some of these Austrian territories and give it to my friend and ally, the Prussians. I could take Western Prussia, keep it for myself. Yeah, oh yeah, the intention is of course eventually to hold all the area around the Baltic, so maybe not empower the Prussians so much. I do like the fact that this area has so much wealth. It's got more than Moscow, not as much as Stockholm, but I'm surprised that Prague is so neglected. I guess the Austrians have been doing something else with their time. A lot of their areas is neglected. I think the AI is not able to handle the technology minus that you get from military technologies. What if I did that? What if I gave a load of military technologies to someone just to tank their economy? 18! Look at this, Denmark. Minus 18 is predicted just from the technologies. And they're supposed to weigh that up. I'm not entirely sure that that is balanced. It would be one thing, I think, if it was leveled so that it was a minus. It could be a minus to wealth, yes, but it would be something that slowly would dissipate. So it would start off, you know, with 4 points for a military technology, and then they would slowly go away. Clearly the AI is not able to handle it, and literally every single town is eventually gonna run out of wealth. Oh, these guys are actually, but obviously because they don't have a... If I started giving these guys technology, then
you would see their wealth go. Obviously, when you have 4,000, it's gonna take a while to lose all of it. But you know, there's no area except the Prussians that seemingly are making money. Everyone else is losing wealth from all the regions. Besides that, I think since we have 2 sieges, it's high time to end it. In between episodes, I'll try to reorganize the armies a little bit, and so on. Hopefully the Russians do not declare war on me, and I can perhaps go quickly assimilate Western Prussia and then end the war with the Austrians. And I'd figured I'd just consolidate my current holdings. They're gonna burn this, aren't they, the bastards? And consolidate, figure out a little bit, organize, raise a 3rd army, I imagine, and then once we're ready, we'll go on the offensive. Although I imagine that the Russians will attack us before that, and screw our plans. But or someone else that we gain border with is suddenly gonna declare war on us. But that is for the next episode. For now, I will be saying like I always say. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.